Greetings, esteemed viewers. Promulgation of Regulation for Certification, Test Method and Procedure of Manufactured Motor Vehicle on EV Driving Range promulgated in July. This regulation, promulgated in July, mandates that electric vehicle (EV) manufacturers must possess their own technical personnel and testing facilities. Article 7. Removing a previous exemption and subjecting them to facility audits. A -5% tolerance for EV driving range with a full charge is specified, Article 29. While a manufacturer's self-measured driving range within this tolerance is considered valid, if the National Institute of Environmental Research, NIR, measures a driving range that exceeds the -5% tolerance, NIR's result will be the final determined value. This revision aims to strengthen EV compliance and enhance certification documentation by requiring more detailed technical data, including information on the amount of precious metals per unit weight for traction batteries, charging ports, and other systems like V2L. It also adds new items such as battery durability standards and EV diagnostic systems and EV charging systems to the certification documentation. Significantly, starting from 2027, EV manufacturers without their own facilities will be unable to apply for certification. Draft of CAMVSS on crash safety, occupant protection, post-crash evacuation, airbag warning label drafted in July. The CAMVSS draft, formulated in July, fully harmonizes the requirements for airbag warning labels and occupant protection in lateral collision with relevant UN regulations, UN R16 and UN R95. The scope for attaching airbag warning labels is expanded from vehicles with airbags only at the front passenger seat to all vehicles equipped with frontal protection airbags. UN Regulation 16, 8.1.8 requires that vehicles carry information indicating the presence of frontal protection airbags. Specifically for the driver's seat, the airbag inscription must be located within the steering wheel's circumference, durably affixed, and easily visible. The draft also specifies requirements for warning pictograms, including their location, type, size, and arrangement. Furthermore, the revision mandates that side doors on the non-struck side must unlock after a lateral collision, and it clarifies occupant evacuation requirements, stating that all occupants must be able to evacuate through at least one door per row of seats, or by adjusting seats if no door is available. Draft of detailed regulations of CAMVSS, CAMVSS-TP on crash safety, occupant protection, fuel system integrity drafted in July. This CAMVSS-TP draft, developed in July, outlines detailed testing requirements for occupant protection and fuel system integrity, achieving near full harmonization with UN regulations R137, R94, R95. A key difference lies in the force applied to the struck side doors after side and pole side impacts. CAMVSS-TP requires doors not to open with a force of 400 N, whereas UN regulations specify they should not open under a force of at least 400 N. The draft strengthens crash test requirements, including detailed items for frontal impact, OB front impact, side impact, and pole side impact. Manufacturers are required to test aspects like steering wheel displacement, proper door and lock operation, tool-free occupant evacuation, and injury risk during these tests. Notable test details include ensuring doors remain locked during impact but unlock afterward, allowing evacuation within a maximum 60 N seatbelt release force in frontal impacts. For side and pole side impacts, doors on the struck side must not open with the specified force, and non-struck side doors must unlock. Additionally, TP03, concerning fuel system integrity, now mandates a frontal impact test for hydrogen-fueled passenger cars and trucks with a gross vehicle weight, GVW, not exceeding 3.5 tons. Other requirements such as H-point measurement, latch and hinge integrity, and occupant evacuation are fully harmonized with their corresponding UN regulations.